President Biden unveiled a multifaceted strategy to combat gun violence in major American cities today. The strategy is a response to the surge in violent crimes across the nation during the COVID-19 pandemic. According to the National Commission on COVID-19 and Criminal Justice, homicides have increased by 30% during the pandemic, while assaults with firearms rose 8%, and there have been 49% more homicides in the first quarter of 2021 than in 2019. Biden's crime plan will focus on extending federal resources for local law enforcement, investments in community violence intervention, expansion of summer programs, and employment opportunities for youth, and helping formerly incarcerated people re-enter the community. President Biden had this to say following a meeting with law enforcement and city officials from across the country.
I've been at this a long time, and there are things we know that work to reduce gun violence and violent crime, and things that we don't know about. But things we know about, background checks for purchasing a firearm are important. Ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. No one needs to have a weapon that can fire over 30, 40, 50, even up to 100 rounds, unless you think the deer are wearing Kevlar vests or something. Community policing and programs that keep neighborhoods safe and keep folks out of trouble. These efforts work, they save lives.
Much like other criminal justice plans, a significant portion of Biden's strategy seems to be to address crime by giving law enforcement more money. Is America's crime problem really a money problem, or is Biden's strategy completely missing the mark? Joining us to discuss is retired LAPD Sergeant and author of The Confidence Chronicles, The Greatest Crime Story Never Told, Cheryl Dorsey, and political analyst and consultant, Shermichael Singleton. Cheryl and Shermichael, what are your thoughts on this Biden plan? I want to give both of you a shot at this. Shermichael, what are your thoughts on this plan?
I mean, I don't trust Joe Biden. It's so funny in his remarks. He said, I've been at this at a long time. Well, I mean, Charles, people who look like you and me, black men in particular, are well aware of that because of Biden, a whole lot of us were locked up in prison for a long time. A lot of black families were broken and ultimately destroyed because of the legislation that he ultimately authored when he was a United States Senator. He also made the statement about people don't need assault weapons. I actually researched crime rates in inner cities, and the number one weapon was not an assault-style weapon. It's actually a pistol. He never mentions that at all. And another thing that I noticed in the White House remarks that they never really go to the crux or the root of why so many young black men in particular find themselves going that route of violence. And that's something that bothers me significantly. There are a lot of black organizations, particularly those led by men and women, that have spent a lot of time trying to figure out what we can do to change the course of our young men. Biden never mentions that at all. I mean, he tacitly talks about summer programs and jobs, et cetera, but it's far more complex than that, Charles. And so I just don't trust the president.
Sure. What are your thoughts on this plan? Particularly, the meeting today was, law enforcement, but it didn't seem to be, unless I was missing it, many activists or community stakeholders in those meetings. What do you make of this plan?
Well, I don't say no to anything, but, the horse is kind of already out of the barn. And so that might be great going forward. But what do we do about all the guns that currently exist that are out there on the streets? And so I don't know that this proposal is going to do much to stop what's already occurring, absent trust in the community, absent collaborations between black folks and police officers who, we just don't want to call for any reason right now, understandably so. And so I think if, 20 babies being killed years ago wasn't enough to do something to get the powers that be to really make a concerted and substantive effort to tamp down ownership of guns that fire rapid rounds and double barrel clips and all of that, I don't know that this is much more than just, fluff.
Sure, Michael, I want to I think Cheryl's point is well taken, and also your point about, this surge in guns. I think both of you are making that same point, is surge in gun sales. But that's one part of it. I also believe that, there is a massive community trauma coming out of this COVID pandemic, both the isolation of it, the separation of it, the incredible death toll that accompanied it, the instability around work, and all the backed up foreclosures that people are just waiting to drop. All of these sorts of plans seem to say, how do we clamp down, right? Which I guess is part of what you have to do. But where is the part of this that says, how do we heal what has happened? The part of what I want to just get your opinion is, do you agree with that concept that we need to just heal something that's broken by the pandemic?
I do, man. Yeah. I mean, Charles, look, I do. Look, we know a lot of people are out of work right now. There are so many significant studies from left-leaning think tanks, right-leaning think tanks that say that there is a direct correlation from people being unemployed and crime rate increase. We know that for a fact. Now, when you look at our community, there are further issues at stake, right? Lack of economic opportunities, horrendous educational opportunities. There are some struggles with our sort of family unit, if you will, which is something that's a big deal to me as a conservative individual. I just don't trust Biden, man. I talk to a lot of my friends about this who do not share my political beliefs. And Charles, their first response was, bro, hell no. I don't want this man doing anything as it pertains to trying to solve violence in our communities. I don't know if that means we got to figure out a way best as possible to figure it out on our own with maybe some quote unquote allies, if you will. But again, man, I just hate to keep reiterating myself. I just don't trust this guy. I've read through the entire plan that the White House stated. And as I look at it, I looked at the ATF talking about, well, we're going to crunch down rather on weapons coming across state lines. Well, most FFLs, meaning gun stores, they're not selling guns illegally for the most part. I shoot competitively. I have a lot of guns, Charles. It's usually people who are taking guns from one state to another. They listed some of the states and cities that they're going to focus on. Well, guess what? Most of those places were predominantly African American. So I looked at this and I'm thinking to myself already, I see where this is going. It's going to predominantly be young black men who are going to be stopped, who are ultimately going to be arrested, and then they're going to have all of these new federal charges that are going to lead to a whole lot of people who, again, look like us, spending so much of their lives behind bars. I just don't think that this is the way. There has to be other ways to try and tackle this problem. I don't think new laws and locking people up is going to help. I think it's only detrimental to the black community, specifically black men who we seem to just forget all about.
Sean, let me let you get in on this, because there are a lot of times these things start off with as good intentions. We're trying to solve a problem, but the way the law is written, or just funneling a ton of money into local police departments, ends up with a very negative effect. Do you worry about that in this particular case?
I do, because listen, this is on the heels of police officers stepping away from so-called elite units that are kind of like the rapid response team over in Oakland, because they're all butthurt, because they can't abuse and mistreat black folks. And so they just said, well, then we don't want to be a part of that unit. Now, understand, they're not leaving the department. They're just leaving that unit. And I call these guys elephant hunters. And so now we have an increase in overtime money made available for officers, new elephant hunters, if you will, who are going to now come in and pick up where the others left off. And so is it going to be more of the same, more militarization, more heavy-handed, overzealous police officers because of this overtime pay? And we do appreciate that overtime for these kinds of events, to come in and just do more of the same and really not solve the problem, which is responding to the calls for service that they say they're going to slow down getting to. Patrol officers are the backbone of a police department, and they can make or break a chief just by not doing their job, which is what's going on right now.
Sergeant Dorsey, and Shermichael Singleton. Anybody out there thinking of breaking into Shermichael's car, remember that he has a lot of guns. Don't even try it. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Charles.
Coming up,